Well, what is up, Mission Family Meeting?
You nailed it that time.
Everybody is so
You
proud of me
nailed
that I
it.
started on time. If you don't know what this means and why that's a big deal, is because the last family meeting we had, I was going on the online time, not the actual time that we were supposed to be live, and I screwed up royally.
There's a
But that's
20-second
okay.
delay.
It was a 20-second delay. So just so you know,
It's worth the watch. I'd go back and
just so you know,
relive
so
that experience.
as we're talking and things like that, as chats are going on or anything like that, there's about a 20 to 25-second delay between what we're saying and when you're probably seeing on the online platform. So just be patient
I
with
feel
us.
like that's better than delay at home for when I say things to when my kids respond.
That is true. That
There's
is true.
times when I'm just like, I'm speaking.
Are we on the
and I'm
online
just like,
platform?
I got to wait for this to get there because they're not hearing or responding.
I think Jody would say that about me, that she would speak, and it takes a minute for me to get there. So,
Totally.
well, it's Christmas, so we'll just kill it with the time with a
What?
couple questions. It's not Christmas today; it's Christmas season.
I'm so excited.
So, what's your favorite gift that you ever got, like as a kid, like that one in your mind that was
a lotto jacket.
I thought you were going to say a lotto ticket. I'm like, well,
Lotto,
that's
yeah, no,
that is
lotto,
different.
lotto
I remember.
ticket,
I
yeah.
remember. So,
Quarter zip.
yeah.
Yeah,
What color?
Blue with the white on the sleeves.
Oh, you're big time.
Oh yeah, it was big time. Heck yeah.
What
Matching
grade?
pants. It was probably middle school. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Which would
Okay.
have been like 6, 7.
So I want to say for me, it would have been like 4th grade and maybe 5th grade. And I was at my grandma's house. I've kind of told this story before, but I was at my grandma's house with my mom, and I like ran out like as kids do early for Christmas, and there was this boom box out there, the one that had the detachable speakers and the
Yes.
CD
Yeah, I
player
totally
and
know
the
it. We're so old.
yes. And I was like, "There's a boom box in there!" I was freaking out. I loved it. So.
First song played on the boombox.
Oh, well, I don't remember that, but I do know my first CDs. So
Okay.
so my dad, my dad actually that Christmas bought me Whitesnake.
Oh.
So
Wow.
that-
Typical family.
that's normal, pretty standard. But my first CDs that I bought were Black Crowes, Shake Your Moneymaker, and Pearl Jam 10. Those were so my
stand up
mom.
still.
My mom was going to the mall, which a mall, kids, was a thing that people used to go to purchase things. It was like the in-person Amazon. So she was going, and I had Christmas money, and she's like, "Can I get you CDs?" And I asked for those, and she got them for me. So there you go.
Fun facts.
Yeah.
That nobody ever cared about.
Yep. So I'm really excited, honored to be a part of this church. It's been helpful. I don't know if you've seen the link of the video where we kind of walk back through what 2020 was like, but it was really inspiring for me, and as a part of the mission family, as a part of the mission core of like, man, it's just pretty cool to look back and go, in spite of all the chaos, in spite of all the stuff that we've been through, in spite of all the dysfunction or confusion or frustration or all the stuff that COVID has dredged up in us, it's like God has still been working and faithful and strong, and we know this in our minds, but to actually walk back through it is pretty cool.
Yeah.
So,
If you haven't, and Taylor, I want to put you on the spot here. Maybe at some point Taylor can drop in the link a link in the chat to the Facebook video of the recap.
Right.
Looking back, it's incredible what's happened this year. And if you're online, you saw it. But if you're in the parking lot,
Right.
we didn't have a way to play it, so
Right.
you got to go online to see it. It's great.
So we want to just maybe talk through a couple things. Why don't we talk through Above and Beyond?
Yeah.
We just had Above and Beyond Sunday, but all of December is like our normal Above and Beyond towards the end of the year. And
Yeah,
so explain
yeah.
that.
So it was a great moment. I had great conversations with people that are even giving for the first time. So that's just
I had conversations with that. It was inspiring, and
Yeah.
it wasn't like a bragging thing. It was like a faith step for them, and they were excited to take it.
Yep,
So
I love it. And so I think right now we're about halfway to the goal of 250,000. So
Awesome.
it was a great Sunday. We got a couple weeks left. So yeah, if you're still praying about it, thinking about it, like we said, through the end of the year. So it'd be great to participate in it.
yeah, my family, Jody and I, are still processing through how we're going to end the year strong in the Above and Beyond as well. So
Well,
yeah.
let's get on it, man. Come on.
I know, we're all, she's probably like typing like we
It
will.
was her
we will."
birthday. It's fine.
Yeah. So yeah, we celebrated 3 birthdays. So
Yep.
nobody cares about that anymore, though. So no, it was fun. It's just a couple things that we want to let everybody know about that we're excited about. So I want to talk about Mission Christmas, and then we're gonna talk about the new website. So but they kind of go together.
Yeah.
So Mission Christmas is gonna be incredible. I am literally so excited about Mission Christmas. So it's the Friday the 18th, Saturday the 19th, and Sunday the 20th at 6 p.m.
That's
in
this Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
I know.
Holy
In the
cow.
parking lot at 6. The parking lot will open at 5:30 for everything to be going on, and so we will have There'll be a way to take family pictures. We'll have available in an appropriate way. We'll have snacks and hot drinks in an appropriate way. You're going to want to dress a little warm, like it's Christmas and
Yeah,
winter.
it's
It's
a
going to be,
mobile photo booth
yeah,
for real. We're gonna have vendors
yep,
walking around with gloves and masks, with
yep.
snacks. It's gonna be amazing.
It's for our families, for our kids, for our neighbors, for our teammates. It's going to be amazing. I'm just going to let you know there's going to be live music. The band is going to be crazy. The screens are going to be we'll have screens out there. It's going to be like full on game on for Mission Christmas, and there will be snow.
I hope
So
this pays
I
off,
know.
man, because I'm
So
like, I've hedged. I'm like, these are gonna work, right? It's gonna
no,
snow, or is it gonna be like sad snow? Like,
no, it's going to be good. It'll be fun.
you gotta be there to know. You gotta be there to find out.
Either that or it's going to be a train wreck.
I actually think it's gonna be the type of event that those of you that come on Friday will be like, oh, it's that good. And
Right.
you'll come back a second time,
Right.
or come back each night with a different friend.
Yeah.
Like, I think it's gonna be that kind of an experience.
I am convinced of that as well. So literally, we're trying to do everything that we can do to promote, to help people have tools to invite, to give mission people all the information that they would need to get their whole world there. So it kind of leads right into our new website, which I am so proud of. If you haven't seen it, you need to check it out. It's so great. So the team that kind of updated it and tweaked it and made it look amazing and clean, and it's really helpful and easy to navigate.
Yeah, it's great on any device, and like, we from the beginning, if you've been around Mission for any length of time, you might remember we did like annual surveys in May. This is the first time we didn't do one. Oh, broke our streak. But it was always amazing to see the number of people that were invited to Mission. And that's why they're here, because someone invited them. I mean, it was like 87% or something like that.
Yep.
We would have people raise their hands. You know, it was the whole room. And that's still true now. And it can feel weird in this season where it's like, well, we really aren't inviting people anywhere, out to dinner, to a movie, any social activities. And almost because of that, it raises the importance of extending an invitation to Mission Christmas this year, because you and I both had conversations with individuals that have just, I would say like me too, have been a victim of new routines and new patterns, meaning like maybe you've worked from home for the last 9 months and your kids have been doing school from home for the last 9 months, and you've got all new patterns and you've got all new rhythms, and you've drifted from the online church experience.
Yeah.
And you needed a nudge to come back, either online or to gather in person. And so I've had a conversation with a couple different people who I gave a nudge to. I was like, hey, I haven't seen you around online or in person. Like, you should come check out the parking lot. Like, it's if you're going to the grocery store, like it's just as safe. Like, it's probably more safe. Like, it's contactless. You can have space. Like, it's really a safe environment. And I think you miss it. And they showed up and were like, man, my soul needed this. And there are so many people that need that nudge. And so whether it's people you've seen around missions, served with a mission, if you haven't seen them in a while, man, reach out to them and extend an invitation and come to a service. I know some of us need to be online, and so don't hear this as like
Right.
a call to like, don't be online. Be online. It's going to be great. It's going to be 9 and 10:30 online. It's going to be great. But if you at all are like going, yeah, maybe, I do go out. I did eat out when the restaurants were open, and I do go out and grocery shop, and I don't really that worried about it. Do everything you can to be here for an in-person experience on Christmas and bring someone with you.
It will be, I guarantee it'll be a message of hope. We're wrapping up. It'll be light in the darkness of Jesus being the light of the world. And we have a lot of creative things planned. I'm really excited for it, if you can't tell.
We have a little bit of pent-up energy about like doing an event with like all the bells and whistles. It's been a while.
Yeah. So I think one of the things that we've been talking about is also a way to share on social media. The website has that. So navigate through the website. It'll be a great way to take next steps or even point people to it and things like that. But people have been asking like, hey, how can we, which is so grateful for our church, but like, how can we pray for you? What's on your mind? What are you processing?
Yeah.
What are you thinking?
How do you answer that?
Yeah. So I'm like, well,
There's a few things.
other than COVID, no, I'm kidding. So I think one of the things that I think we are talking about, if you're praying for me, if you're praying for Mission, you're praying for the leaders, for Jim, for anybody, just kind of what we're processing is we really feel like we want to take ground in 2021, that we don't want to hide from the responsibility that God has given us to be like light bringers, hope dealers, help bringers to our friends, neighbors, coworkers, community. world as best as we can. And so like we're praying for wisdom. We need lots of wisdom. We need a lot of courage. There's opportunities that are unfolding in front of us that we're going, okay, God, what are you up to, and how do we wisely pursue kingdom ground and kingdom gain? So candidly, like we're passionate about Oxnard. Like we're not we had to like shelve the plan because we didn't know exactly what COVID was and was going. But our plan is like in 2021 that we want to move forward with Oxnard and faster than you'd probably think, because we're excited about it. We're excited about helping people find and follow Jesus in Oxnard as a part of Mission Oxnard. So we're praying through that. We got fighting through that, trying to figure out where God is leading in that, because we don't want to get ahead of Him. We're trying to follow where He's leading, and He's been the one that's opened up doors along the way anyway. So we're just trying to pay attention to that. So anything you'd add or ask me or whatever?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. So pray for wisdom and discernment. And then I think just here, like, as we head into the new year, we've not been just like holding on to get back to normal. I think we've been trying to figure out like where are the new opportunities that God's creating in the midst of this, and how can we be agile and respond. And so I'm really excited to see some of the fruit from these last 6 months. Even those of you that have gone through a leadership academy or change workshops or chaplain training, like getting a chance to watch you deploy your gifts and your like love for Jesus and others in our community, and then thinking about accelerating our campus strategy and trying to continue to reach people all throughout the county. Like we're still dreaming, and COVID hasn't changed that. And I think God is creating tons of opportunities for the church to make an impact. So
Right. Well, I mean, our world is in a pretty dark place right now, and I don't mean to sound non-hopeful, but the light shines brightest when the world is the darkest. And if Jesus is the light of the world, and the church is supposed to be a city on a hill, then, man, it's about time to get about it, to bring light and kind of to help people where we can. So that's where I'm passionate about. It's what we're praying about. We're trying to figure out and follow where God is leading. So I don't know if there's any questions. Anybody firing away with anything?
No questions. Yeah, I would say like one, as we'll wait and see if we get any questions. Last thing I would maybe just kind of reiterate, because I kind of mentioned it in the invite thing. For those of you that are serving at Mission and have been in groups at Mission, I think one of the things that you could help is like you're part of the family. And we're trying to do our best as staff too to like reach out to people and make sure like, man, are we checking in with people, and how do we like, I'd love it if you helped with that. Like, so as God places someone on your heart and mind, like I haven't seen them in a while, they haven't been in the group for a while, or I used to serve with them all the time, like find them, reach out to them, let them know you're thinking about them, praying for them, and make sure that they're okay. And then anytime that, man, Mission can help anybody in need, please let us know. Like we want to be a resource. So
Absolutely.
yeah, I think you've been so clear. I don't think there's any questions other than around your music taste, but
No, that's solid.
that's all for me.
That's solid. Well, we're not going to make this too long. We want to make these, when we do this, we want to be really crisp in what we're communicating. We want to be really clear and even kind of like open up the curtain of like, hey, this is what we're trying to figure out and what we're calling everybody to. So thanks for engaging online. And if you're checking this later in an email or on demand, man, super grateful for you, grateful for this church and everything that's going on.
Yeah, if you have questions and we didn't answer them, or you're watching this on demand, you can email info@missionventura.com, and we'll be sure to follow up with you pretty quickly.
Absolutely.